we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. To the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Chop. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sweeney. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The sure hands, it's Chop. It's a seam wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He's got him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Chop. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Sweeney. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, it's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here comes the option. And some room to work. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
That's caught. It's Sweeney. Looking for room at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed down at the 18, and they're in business. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game, and I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Sweeney. Touchdown, Bulldog! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Continues to fight for yards. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the lone running back. Runs through a tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Still running at the 35. Running free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
But one thing you know about... team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Bird. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas and try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Chubb. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll run the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is.
He's loose down the middle. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Ducks in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Makes the catch. It's Stoneburner. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's now up to 77 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Grab behind the line. It's Sweeney. Still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. Trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Trying to beat him to the left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in the flow.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
Mississippi State, 35, Oregon, 14.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Just keep slinging it. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy you want to go tackle. Go get him.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Direct snap. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
Breaks into the open. Heading to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Goes out of bounds, but not before he takes that return into plus territory at the 47. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Right on the money. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a hit. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the